Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on September 25th, 2020. Ant goes to the biggest IPO, brings new platform. Ant Group, owner of China's omnipresent mobile payments Alipay, launched a blockchain-based platform for cross-border merchant settlement on Friday in an effort to release more tech products ahead of its blockbuster IPO. The long-lived giant, backed by e-commerce conglomerate Alibaba Group Holding Ltd. next month, simultaneously listed in Hong Kong and on the high-tech store market in Shanghai, which could become the world's largest initial public offering. Ant is trying to raise about $35 billion in IPO dollars after researching leads in a higher valuation of $250 billion or more. Its new platform, Trustpool, short for Trust Made Simple, is based on the Ant chain blockchain technology. Buyers and sellers can upload trade orders to the platform, which creates a smart contract with information like logistics. GDP of countries with a single currency fell. The coronavirus pandemic is a major source of uncertainty for the global economy. According to the EU financial regulator, the Eurozone's GDP in the second quarter fell by 11.8%. In the third quarter, the indicators may improve, experts say, but will not reach the pre-crisis level. The ECB decided to support the financial institutions of the Eurozone by issuing targeted loans for super cheap lending to banks at a negative rate, -1%. In fact, 338 banks received €174.5 billion. The ECB believes that during the coronavirus crisis, these three-year loans are the main tool for stabilizing the economy. Essentially, the regulator subsidizes banks to lend to companies and households and thus stimulate economic activity and job creation. In August, inflation in the Eurozone, according to Eurostat, went in a negative territory and amounted to 0.2% in annual terms. Costco and service sector profits exceed forecasts. Costco released a report on Thursday with the fourth quarter results that beat analysts. Revenue was above forecasts. The company posted earnings per share of $3.13 and earnings of $53.38 billion. Analysts had forecast earnings per share of $2.83 and total earnings of $52.04 billion. Costco shares lost 1.57% trading at $341.60 in post-market hours. Costco, up 18% this year, performed worse than the Nasdaq 100 average, rising 24% YTD. Costco followed the general trend of the services sector this month. On August 27th, Dollar General posted a second quarterly report of $3.12, profit of $8.68 billion, compared with EPS forecasts of $2.47 on total earnings of $8.36 billion. Lululemon Athletica's earnings beat analyst expectations on September the 8th in the second quarter, with 74 cents quarterly EPS on $902.94 total earnings. Investing.com analysts previously predicted 56 cents EPS on total earnings of $844.48 million. Australia sharpens strategy to battle unemployment. The Australian government abandons a long-standing strategy in which it sought to achieve a budget surplus and intends instead to set the goal of reducing unemployment to less than 6%. The government notes that fiscal austerity measures as well as tax increases at the moment would slow down economic recovery after the crisis caused by the coronavirus pandemic. The new budget strategy will be reflected in the draft budget, which the government will present on October the 6th. Australia's GDP fell by a record 7% in the second quarter of 2020. Unemployment in the country fell to 6.8% in August, but experts expect it to rise in the future as many companies closed amid a recession in the economy, and those that continue to work are in no hurry to hire new employees.